What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Niche Rock on AK and these AK and these moves, which we order. We're gonna get right into another video, cause why not? You know what I'm saying? Get my drinks out the way, you feel me? Look a little crazy. I don't care, man. I'll get it. It's sleep time for me. It's 4:17 a.m. in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. I'm in the pajamas and the jammies, relaxing. But now we're gonna get into Dame Dash. So Dame Dash has been having a lot to say about Jay-Z in the past, I don't know, week. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, one of the greatest rappers of all time. He called him cinnamon doodle breath. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? All I'm gonna say, the breath shit, y'all, make sure y'all floss, you know what I mean? Cause I ain't gonna lie, shit get stuck in my teeth, my shit be boofing. So I noticed that's the cause of a lot of niggas bad breath, man. Y'all niggas gotta floss, man. Floss, bro. Like, you take one of these pics or one of the other shits, the regular floss, you gotta floss them teeth out, man. You can't just be walking around with food all in your mouth holes. You know what I'm saying? That shit gonna have your shit boofing. I'm telling you. And I ain't gonna lie, a lot of y'all niggas, I stopped smoking weed, right? And I notice a lot of niggas that do smoke weed, y'all should be absolutely dreadful. I don't know if it's the weed or the grabber, but y'all should be absolutely smacking me in my face. I'd be like, oh my god, please. Y'all niggas need to take care of that. But we gonna get right into this video. And he talking about Kevin Hart in this video, which was a surprise to me. I ain't see this. This is the Art of Dialogue. Let me subscribe to Art, man. I feel like Art, I see his content all the time. I subscribe, but it's like I don't see it always on YouTube. I see it like on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, etc.
You seen the Kevin Hart roast?
That was disrespectful. Kevin's another one I think is broke. You know, I know Jamie Salter very well. His OG was Jeff Heckman. His
Nah, but bro, he just be coming in. He said Kevin, another one I think is broke. I ain't gonna lie. There's no way Kevin Hart broke. Man, I can't fathom it in my brain. You feel me? But I never had as much money as these niggas, so you know what I'm saying? I've been up before, but I ain't never been up M's and shit. I never hit an M. You feel me? I got close to 100,000 in status. You know what I'm saying? I was close to that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I felt like I was on top of the world. I was close to that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I can't fathom Kevin Hart being broke. That's crazy.
OG was Jay Goldberg. Jeff Heckman owns Hilco. They only do business if it's in distress, allegedly, from what I remember. Like when you deal with like a fund, all that matters is what's the criteria to make the fund deploy. And the criteria for Jamie Salter is usually distress. He only does distress. So he has a vegan business that goes out of business, and then all of a sudden he sells his name, and now he has to sit there and and he has to defend this.
He's saying the word. You see, I don't even want to say the word because they bleeped it out. I don't know if that flags your YouTube video or all that, but you know what word he's saying. It rhymes with coolness. It rhymes with cool, but you replace the L with an N. In case y'all ain't catching on. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? And it's embarrassing. Jay and Kevin Hart are embarrassing because I put them where they're at, and then they went to the devil. And this is what happens. It seems like after 20 years, the gig be up. Like when is as like what would be the things that were said were very disrespectful. Like I'm a funny guy, But there's certain things in the hood you don't say in certain blocks, like pause. You don't talk about niggas' mothers. You don't tell niggas to suck your dick. Pause. You just don't play with people that are dead. Like you don't play with. It's not funny. It's in poor taste. I mean, it might
As a fact, I agree with that. And I feel like the George Floyd deal was definitely important touch. You feel me? I know a lot of MAGA supporters. They hate George Floyd. They make the jokes and shit. But whether or not you like George Floyd, whether you hated him, you seen him as a drug addict, it's in poor taste. You feel me? It's corny. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you could. I think you could make a George Floyd joke. Don't get me wrong. If you were a comedian, I think it's all fair game. But it's a way to do it where you can make it funny and still tasteful. The way that guy did it, I forgot his name. He's one of those. He's in the Rogan Spear and shit. All of those comedians to me are not really. There's only like one comedian in the Rogan Spear that's funny. I forgot his name, but the rest of them is more like it's like I don't know. It's like they're not. No, it's not that funny. Like they're not that funny to me. Like the Kill Tony shit. It's like I don't know. I watched clips of it. I never watched the whole Kill Tony or whatever that thing they do. But I watched clips of it. It doesn't really not my style of comedy, I say. You know what I mean? And I like raunchy comedy, but they're not even raunchy. They're just so like they're so produced comedy, if that makes sense. Like where it's like it seems like they're writing like overly. There's no pizzazz to it. It's like written like they're writing an essay, making their jokes. If that makes sense. I don't like that.
might be a certain kind of humor, but I think in this temperature, based on the environment and the accusations, it wouldn't be. I just wouldn't see somebody volunteering to do that, and I felt like that could potentially destroy any iota of his career because people were able to tell him the truth to his face. How terrible his movies are, how he'll take a dollar, and how they could disrespect him while he's there and say it's humor. So if people would have started saying that and all that other shit, would that have been all right? Where is the line drawn? There's humor, but then there's disrespect. And that
I mean, that's what the roast are. The roast are basically like they humor mixed with disrespect. That's what it is. That's what the roasts really are. I've never seen no roast where it's just like some roasts be brutal, bro. Some roasts are like you gotta have thick skin for them roasts. That's all I'm like. You gotta have thick skin. Cause when they did Tom Brady, they was going in on his wife and shit, his ex-wife, and you gotta have thick skin for that.
that was a public humiliation for our culture to me. And that's not why I put Kev on. So that was embarrassing to me. And again, I look at him as a literal little brother. Literally. He's little. So
He said, literally, he's little. Damn is stupid, bro.
I start to feel sorry. I don't understand how like even his laugh, oh, like it was so contrived. You know, you saw certain black people just not laughing. Dave Chappelle would have never let that happen. Cat Williams ripped him. Pause. And he had to say, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?" From what I understood, and it's funny because I was on the plane the day, the morning after it happened, going to see the Don.
Like with Dame, I get what Dame's saying, but Dame, you come at black niggas all the time, bro. Like you trying to preach this brotherhood shit, but the main people you come at all black. But I get why why he does. You feel me? You really been through real shit with them. They they did him dirty in a sense, or they ain't look out. Because Dame should be just as big as Jay-Z, but just in an executive sense, or Birdman and all of that. But that's how you know it's more that comes with this fame shit than what meets the eyes. And you know, we all seen the videos. We all been seeing all the exposing shit lately with Diddy. Ever since this dude, Cat Williams had that interview with Shannon, everything seems to be just coming out like, and it's things that for years has been speculated, all this speculation, but now it's just coming to the light. And even seen with them files, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to, cause I don't know if it's gonna flag the YouTube video, take me out the algorithm. I feel like I'm learning certain words that as take you out the algorithm, you don't get your video seen. So you even seen with them files, you know what I mean? That there's more to this, to everything in America than meets the eye. And it's even up to the politicians. It's past just celebrities, you know? But the celebrities we talk about, cause I guess it's just more entertaining for us.
Farrakhan, and it came up on my feed, and I watched the whole shit, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I had the headphones on. I was yelling. My girl was like, "Shh." So I had to have my girl see that, and then an hour later I see him. So I'm not even usually the nigga that's going like be like, "Yo, you killed that." Like I'm not that guy. But I was like, "Bro, why you do him like that?" And he said exactly what I would have said. He said, "That's what God wanted." We all say similar things. We all say similar. And the young lady he was with, I don't know if she wants her name said, but she used to be with Jay Brown. And I've been going through old pictures, and I saw the pictures of me being the best man at Jay Brown's wedding. And I saw Demza Damon. He used to be the head of radio in LA. And I never liked, because I don't know if he's Mexican or not, and I don't care, but I thought he was white. And I always thought it was humbling that we had to kiss his ass, because whoever's the head of programming would kiss his ass. So like Mariah would be his best friend and blah, blah, blah. And we always was cool with him, but he was always a little bit play both sides. And I heard him say that thing about Jay Brown, but you gotta understand, I knew Jay Brown wanted to work with Jay, and I thought it was a perfect opportunity to get Jay out of here. So I didn't have to. So it was like, go ahead. He didn't take nothing from me. I didn't want to be a part of Jay's world anymore because it got too hot in hell. And I didn't want to be in hell. It's like if you don't want to go to jail and you hate jail, then why would you be a CO? You still got to go to jail every day.
This shit right here, man. Always when it come to Jay Z, everybody always speaking in code. They don't wanna. They don't wanna. You feel me? Now, I don't think now. I think Dame is one of the ones that speaks the most honest about Jay Z. But even right here, he's still speaking in code. So that tells you, you know what I mean? Like I was saying, it's a lot more to the industry that we don't get to see.
I'm a God fearing man. But if every day I got to go to work and go to hell, that's just like being in hell. I'm not going to choose to construct hell. I'm not going to architect. Like what I see is people architecting hell in hell. I'm architecting heaven, and I want to get as far away from hell as possible. The challenge is to be able to create heaven in the middle of hell by having no malice or evil in your heart, or at least conscious.
I want to ask you. I was looking at a Kevin Lyles interview, and he was talking about the Hard Knock Life tour and how he was passing out Def Jam jackets to the Rockefeller artists. And he was asked about, did you slap him when you found out that he was passing out jackets? And he said, no, that never happened.
Oh, that nigga was lying. I saw that shit. Kev, stop lying, nigga. This is why I made you a highlight flick in the first place. He's another nigga who breath stink and choose that big red. Why niggas do that, man? If your breath stink, get double mint. I don't want to smell cinnamon doodle. Pause. But Kev, you tried to get slick. You did not put that tour together, or no one was working for you. I put that tour together. And you knew better than to put them jackets on, and that's why I cooked you. And
I ain't gonna lie, them veneers too be kicking your ass, bro. Them veneers, bro. I met a dude with veneers. He was talking to me. I was like, God, I don't know if y'all don't wash them shits. Y'all gotta wash them shits, bro. You gotta brush them shits.
made you a highlight flick. And you had to go get a fucking vacuum cleaner, pause, to suck all the fat out your ass so that you had a different appearance of a different person. You're contrived skinny. You're a natural fat liar. If you're gonna say that you or Def Jam put that tour together and your intention wasn't to take the credit for everything that we was doing. This is why you got cooked. You still lying for them, bro. And we still gonna be cool when I see you, but I'm gonna cook you because you easy work. I've been cutting your ass up for years. Kev, you been my little man for years. Pause. You was my fat little man. Pause. If you look at the tapes, I was barking on you. You wasn't gonna do shit at all. I barked on your whole staff in front of you, and you said thank you. And then you went and told them I called you fat. And I had to show human resources the tape that I didn't call you fat, that I just said that your whole crew was evil. And I told them, y'all better be careful because I might sue you for torturous interference. And they left me the fuck alone. So what you need to talk about is how I told y'all what to do at all times, that y'all used to copy me every day. And I used to make all of y'all uncomfortable every time y'all tried to play me or anybody in my culture. Talk about how you tried.
Nah, bro. I respect Dave for his for his unfiltered ways. You know what I'm saying? I respect Dave for his unfiltered ways. But when it comes to business, all I'm gonna say is if you want to stick around, you gotta know when to turn that filter on. People be like, nah, keeping it real, keeping it, bro. This is business. You keep it real all you want. You gonna keep it real and go broke. With just real shit. If you don't got it like Dame, whatever, I don't know if he's broke, got money, whatever. I don't know his situation. But if he wasn't so unfiltered, he'd be in a better position monetarily. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? That's just personally what I think. And I know even with regular jobs, bro, it's not even just people always think it comes down to the industry and that nah. You gotta know when to keep that filter on. And there's regular jobs too. Gotta know when to keep that filter on.
Tried to sneak sign and Dipset and Cam Fredo, and you so stupid that we played you for $1 million. Talk about that, Kev. Talk about how you was the one that was trying to rob Nori and not give him the budget that Mariah Carey had, even though they were selling the same amount of records at that time. Ask Nori.
Mm.
You were the one. You've been a puppet. You've been manipulated. You got a stinky, white, clammy hand, paws allegedly up your ass, like a sock puppet going like this, telling you what to say, but you still my name. Stop lying, Kev, because that's the type of shit I'm going to say when you do that. I barked on Randy Acker. I barked on Julie Greenwald. People in the industry look up to y'all, and y'all my little mans. Y'all a joke to me. Todd Moskowitz, y'all walking around acting like y'all big shit, and y'all might have made some bread exploiting the culture because y'all, bitch ass niggas allegedly aligned. And you practice a certain amount of nepotism with our culture to make yourselves personally rich. Who the f is looking up to Julie Greenwald? Who the f is looking up to Todd Moskowitz? Who the fuck is looking up to Leo Cohen? Who the fuck is looking up to Mike alleged Fraggle Eye?
I ain't gonna lie, Leo Cohen. If I'm an executive, like as an executive, Leo Cohen's a beast. You know what I'm saying? He know what he's doing. But as we know, you know how the music industry is now. It's been around enough. They robbing niggas, man. That's all the music industry is. This is about robbing niggas. But at the same time, I be feeling like some of these artists, right? Like the artists, they know. It's not that they know what they signed, but you agreed to the terms by signing that contract. Once you agree to the terms, you signed that contract. You got in a bad deal, as I say. Even though you wouldn't be as famous or as rich or as notable without the deal. That's how, like, a lot of these artists and like people, they always against the industry, but the industry will help propel you to the megastar status that y'all do get. So it'd be like, eh, it's like one of those things, you know what I'm saying? Like I get it, they take all your royalties,
Kaiser.
they own all the music, they own the masters, they own this. But the way you make money is you could do shows forever. You could be 60, bro. Some of these acts, bro, you could be freaking 50 years old, go do a tour and come back with fucking $100 million off a tour. You get what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that, and I know, of course, you don't keep all $100 million, but even if you keep 20, you just made $20 million off a tour after paying all your people, your expenses, and all of it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, listen, artists complain about the labels and complain about this and complain about that and complain about. I get it. It's a headache. Seems very annoying, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna sit here and act like a lot of these artists would be who they are without their labels. They just wouldn't. You just wouldn't. Like you wouldn't be who you are. You still be rapping, doing $5,000 shows and shit. Now your price is up to 100,000, 150,000 a show. 50, you feel me? That's how you crack that 50,000 and up a show type of shit. You're not cracking it without a label. Like, let me not say that. You can't crack that without a label, but you putting out more of the money without a label. So yeah, they taking money, but you also didn't spend the money. You get what I'm saying? And the way you recouping it, and I heard they recoup the money is not even like money necessarily. How can I say it? Like they can recoup the money in an account that's not necessarily attached to their personal finances, attached to the entity, their name. So say like Drake, right? Say if Drake had to recoup, he had to put out the last. He owed the label 3 more albums, which is probably Universal, right? He put out all three of them shits in one shot. Now he's at his deal. You get what I'm saying? He gave him a certain amount of music. Because I read certain contracts. You feel me? I've seen contracts. Bro, it has like, you need to do this many albums. And then it has time too. It has a time on the shit too. Like, it has like, you need like, let me just I'm giving an example. You need like 120 minutes of songs type shit. Like, it has the time on it, the amount of time you have to put it, the amount of like albums. But if you could do what you got out of your shit, and they funding you. It's like, I don't know. Like, bro, Drake got a deal that was worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and it's like we can't act like. Don't get me wrong, Drake is an amazing artist, but who's to say Drake is? What if Drake don't meet Wayne? What if Drake don't get signed to Cash Money Birdman? Don't get signed to Universal? Don't get signed? You know what I'm saying? What if Drake doesn't do those things? Would he be Drake, regardless of how good he is? You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing with the label shit that like I get its cons to it. It's definitely cons to it because if they wanna blackball you and hold you back, they definitely could. You gotta be a obedient dude or an obedient person. You gotta know how to maneuver. Like even if you like fuck these niggas in your head, you gotta keep that fuck these niggas until you out of that contract. You gotta hold that fuck these niggas shit back until you out of that contract. You know what I'm saying? It's a game. It's not just a straightforward thing.
Who's looking up to these people? And this the people y'all have had to listen to? A bunch of my little manses?
Uh,
And y'all look at like my culture of strong people. I remember my man Eric was working with Craig Coleman. I was like, you gonna let Craig Coleman tell you what to do? He this shit is hilarious. Listen, I'm too fly to let a nerd tell me what to do. Not gonna happen. Okay.
You see, that's it. That's what I mean, right? Because you gotta know how to move. Even if he's telling you what to do, and you know how the music industry is, you could just go. You could do it in your own way. It's not like a regular job. Like the music industry and just all industries in general, media entertainment, there's some finesse you could do. You could finesse shit, finagle shit. You know what I mean?
Harvey Weinstein, that's my friend. These are my doulas. Like Jeff Heckman is not Jeff Heckman. Jamie Salt is no disrespect, he's my man, but he's like this tall. How you look up to a nigga this tall? He's taller than Kevin Hart. It'd be funny, man. Who people, yo, niggas supposed to be thorough, but they always fold for the devil. The devil meaning money. If you fold for money, you're no longer cool. Your rock star status is taken if you'll do anything for the devil's dollar. I don't respect you. I don't think you cool. I don't give a how much money they give you to betray our culture. You are a goofy. And usually your breath stinks. And
I ain't gonna lie, I agree with that to an extent. Like, if you willing to do anything for money, you are a cornball to me. Like, you are. But at the end of the day, Dame, you're not gonna pay their bills. That's that's just a fact. Like, that's how they be. People be in survival mode. Like, even if they got a lot of money, shit costs for them. You know what I'm saying? Just like it costs for you. Like, everybody wanna everybody wanna live comfortably. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people don't want to sell out the culture, but at the end of the day, bills don't stop. Shit just gets more expensive. Nothing's going down in price, so you need the money. It's sad. I get it though.
you can't dress. These niggas got stylists. I never had another person tell me how to dress. If my homies and all of them, I'd be like, yo, should I do it like this and that? But nobody goes shopping for me. If another nigga goes shopping for another man, to me, that's gay. Paying another nigga to go shopping. Like, you gotta have a girl that's flying enough to go shopping if you're gonna do that. But I make clothes. My homies make clothes. Our battle is who could make the illest clothes. We respect the art. You feel me? From film and another thing, yo, Jay, I got a TV show coming out um June 17th, 10 episodes. I dare you to try to make a TV show better than mine. I dare you. Take your $1 billion, hire or that whatever, and go get somebody. Y'all niggas need to catch up, man. Get focused.
Nah, but that's the thing. Like Dame, like I give
Cam,
all
where
the
you
shit Dame saying, right? I respect everything he's saying, but at the end of the day, Jay's resources is like because he's still in that club. his resources just expand way farther than we could get our resources to expand. Don't get, and that doesn't mean don't believe in yourself. You know what I mean? You could do your thing, of course. Like, and there's always anomalies. You know what I mean? There's always exceptions to these rules and exceptions to the machine. You know what I'm saying? There's always exceptions to the machine. There's always people where they don't need the machine. There's always gonna be people like that, but the machine will suppress them. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like almost like you in a war. Say it's a war, but it's like two people, you and your mans or whatever, against 100 people with 100 more people connected to them, and then 100 more people connected to them, that all got money and all run the media and the narratives and how they can make you look and all that type of shit. So it's like I get what he's saying. Is it always realistic? Nah, because we know there's machines out here, man. There's and by the machines I mean like like the Universals, the Sonys, the say let's say with phones, Apple, Samsung. There's machines out here, bro. So it's like there's just like us trying to start a phone company, and say we start a phone company, our phones get hot. Like people just love our phones, they amazing. And then now everybody's switching to our phones over iPhone and shit like that. You think iPhone and Samsung and shit like that ain't gonna try to suppress us? Of course. You know what I'm saying? It's just fighting an uphill battle, and it's hard. You just gotta know how to finagle that shit. You gotta be obedient until you can afford not to be obedient. In a sense, like you gotta be somewhat where you just gotta know how to move. Like it's a game, bro. It's all a game. Like the whole shit.
You at? Where's the production of Paid in Full? My Paid in Full's on BT June 17th. And now you running up on the niggas that are sweaty after they play sports and naked. Pause. Allegedly. Get to work. That talk too much. How your teeth get bigger? Nah. Get creative. Where's your movie? Where's your album? Where's your clover line? Where's your office building? Not office, not your suite in another building. Show me a building. Show me that your kitchen. The last time I saw you in front of your kitchen, the shit was embarrassing. I don't want to see cars. Don't give me lease. That's amateur work. Show me a race car team. Did you notice I have a race car team and no one's talking about it? This shit is hilarious. It just is broke shit, I guess. But this is why I'm broke. Because I have too much fun. I'd rather stay broke than have that stupid ass afro.
Yo, nah, Dame really hate Jay-Z. That shit is hilarious to me. Like that shit is. Well, let me know what y'all think about the situation. Remember to like, comment, subscribe.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Um,
twice yearly.
and yeah, just like, comment, subscribe. Follow all the social media at the top of the page. Everything like that, man. Cinnamon Doodle gets me every time. I see a Dame interview. I click pause. Dame is unintentionally funny as fuck. I know Art mutes his mic when he starts busting out laughing. Take a shot every time Dame says pause. No one can win an argument with Dame. Whatever is in that tumbler is strong. Every other word is allegedly in pause. Contrived skinny is crazy. All right, but yeah, that was just me reading some of the comments on the video and shit like that. But like I said, remember to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. Follow the social media at the top of the page. And peace.